All righty, welcome to Unsafe Spaces. I'm Randy Cross. This is Season 2, Episode 9. Glad you're here with us. We'll have a little fun. We'll talk to Adam Zucker, the host for CBS Sports and Inside College Basketball, and does all the updates having to do with the NCAA tournament leading into the Final Four at the end of the month. Adam's also the host of the show I'm on during football season, Inside College Football, so should be a lot of fun talking to him. We'll do our usual Unsafe Spaces sports. We got a little feel-good story. We got the Wambulance. The Wambulance isn't bad this week. It's not so much sports, but I'll relate it to sports. And like I said, we'll just have a good time. Won't be too long, but I think you'll enjoy it coming up here. And we'll start off with my commentary for the week. And in honor of the NCAA tournament, I want to talk a little bit about this whole, I guess you'd say it's a controversy. When the FBI gets involved, I guess it officially becomes a controversy in college basketball. Not too sure how much we're going to hear about it as this month goes on, only because everything's going to be about basketball on the court. But there is a scandal in basketball that I think has got definite potential for spilling over into other college sports, specifically football. Because when you start getting programs from all over the country, you start getting coaches from all over the country associated with a pay-for-play type of a scheme. You start getting federal bureaucracies involved. It can get a little bit ugly. In fact, it can get a lot of bit ugly. Now, Arizona is in the tournament, and Arizona is actually one of the teams that's favored to win their region and get to the Final Four. And we're going to have to see how that goes because it is so unpredictable in the Final Four. But basketball is a little bit different. For those of you that don't know, AAU basically runs youth basketball. And AAU hoops has supplanted high school basketball as sort of the farm system for college. And the better players are one and done in college. They go right to the NBA, or they think they're going to go right to the NBA, because it's kind of like in football, people that leave after 3 years in football, the vast majority fall off the face of the earth and you never hear from them again. They usually don't graduate. They usually don't play professionally. But in college basketball, they're getting their players pretty much through the shoe companies who run AAU basketball. And that whole connection now through videotape and audio tape and, canceled transactions, all these things that have gone on, that they have evidence of this trading in cash. Don't fool yourself and think that college football couldn't be in on this exact same thing. So we won't hear much about this during the tournament. I wouldn't anticipate. But keep track of this. Keep this on your radar. Because in amateur sports, well, in my opinion, there's nothing amateur about amateur sports. Rick Pitino is out at Louisville. That was done. Supposedly they've lowered their banner. We'll talk to Adam Zucker a little bit about that. You look at Sean Miller for Arizona and their head coach, and he'll be the last picture we put up here. He was actually he sat out a game. His star player, Ayton, didn't sit out anything. I just can't wait to see how this whole thing goes, but I'm not going to pile on basketball. And I'm going to ask people not to pile on basketball because it's an amateur sports thing. It's not just hoops, because I guarantee you there's just as insidious a problem on the college football side and just as much cash or more changing hands on the football side.